So today we will discuss about the cell membrane. So basically cell membrane means a membrane that protects a cell from the outside environment, that is called cell membrane. So let's see the actual definition of the cell membrane. Cell membrane, otherwise known as plasma membrane, is a biological membrane that separates the interior of all cells from the outside environment. So basically it is a barrier of cell. So suppose this is a cell and this is the interior environment of cell, where cell cytoplasm, nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum and other cell organelles are present, and this layer is called cell membrane. This is cell membrane, which separates the extracellular fluid from the intracellular fluid. Okay, so if we cut this portion of the cell membrane and zoom it, we can find a structure like this, where you can see there are two lipid layers, phospholipid bilayers, and inside that two layers there are protein. So this is phospholipid bilayer, this is protein layer, and these are also integrated protein. That this is integral proteins, this is surface protein or peripheral protein, and here you can see the carbohydrates and other molecules. So this structure of the cell membrane is called fluid mosaic model. Fluid mosaic model, termed by Singer and Nicholson. So what they said that there is a lipid bilayer in which protein molecules are embedded. So two lipid layer in which protein molecules are embedded, that means this is lipid protein lipid layer. So this is the fluid mosaic model of cell membrane. So now let's see the components of the cell membrane. So basically there are three components: carbohydrate, protein and lipid. So the maximum quantity is protein, 55% is protein, and then lipid 40%, and then carbohydrate 5%. Okay, so let's see about the lipid structure of the cell membrane. So in lipids there are three types of lipids. Those are phospholipid, glycolipid and cholesterol. So phospholipid means in those lipids hydrophobic head contains PO4, phosphate group. That's why those are called phospholipid, and these are the most abundant lipids. Then comes to glycolipid. So in glycolipid there are L carbon atoms. L means laboratory, means that turns the light to left side. And cholesterol. So now let's discuss about the three types of lipids. Those are phospholipid, glycolipid and cholesterol. So in phospholipid we can see there is phosphatidylcholine or lecithin. This is one kind of phospholipid, and this phospholipid we can find, this phosphatidylcholine we can find in lungs, in the surfactant of the lungs. So these are the major surfactant lipid. Then comes to phosphatidylserine. So this is also one kind of phospholipid which present in inner cell wall. Next come to sphingomyelin. So sphingomyelin is also one kind of phospholipid, and this is one kind of minor surfactant lipid. The major surfactant lipid is phospholipid, which present in lung, but sphingomyelin is minor surfactant lipid which present in nerve cells. Then comes to phosphatidylinositol and IP3. IP3 means inositol triphosphate, which is also called as second messenger. Then comes to the last one, that is cardiolipin. You already know or guess that cardio means heart, so it present in the myocardium of heart. Okay, so now comes to glycolipids. So we can find these glycolipids in brain and GI tract, gastrointestinal tract, and there are two isoforms of the glycoproteins. Isoform means two or more functionally similar proteins that have a similar but non-identical amino acid sequence. So during RNA synthesis, the amino acid sequence altered, but the function is similar. So those are gangliosides and cerebrocytes, and these gangliosides are the receptors of cholera toxin in GIT. So cholesterol is the precursor of the vitamin D. So in our skin, cholesterol present over there, and when we come into contact of the sunlight, the UV rays, UVB of 280 to 320 nanometer wavelength, that forms this cholesterol to 7-dehydrocholesterol, and which in turn form vitamin D. Thus vitamin D synthesis occurs in our skin. So this cholesterol helps as a fluid buffer of the cell membrane, and which forms the fluid state and rich in PUFA, polyunsaturated fatty acid, which increase membrane fluidity. Now let's see the proteins in the cell membrane. So there are 55% protein, so maximum is protein. So there are three types of proteins: transmembrane protein, peripheral protein, and lipid anchored protein. Transmembrane means, by this name you can find that transmembrane means that helps the transfer of ions from inner cell to outer cell mass. So these are the transmembrane protein, and this is the periphery of the cell membrane. So this is peripheral protein. And these proteins are stacked into lipid. So this is lipid anchored protein. Okay. So now let's see the transmembrane protein. So the function of the transmembrane protein is GPCR, G protein coupled receptors, and Na plus K plus pump, sodium potassium pump, or ion channel. So these transmembrane proteins helps in the transfer of ions from inner cell cytoplasm to outer cell. Okay. Now let's come to the peripheral proteins which stack in the periphery of the cell membrane. So we can find in RBCs. In RBCs there are spectrin and ankylin proteins, which are peripheral proteins, which stack in the cell membrane of the RBC. And then in skeletal muscle we can find dystrophin protein, and these peripheral proteins helps in structural support of the cell. So the function is structural support of cell. Now let's see the lipid anchored proteins. Means these proteins are anchored or stuck into the lipids. Those are called also GPI, glycosyl phosphatidyl inositol, GPI. So now the lipid anchored proteins you can find in RBCs as CD55 and CD59, and also IP3s, inositol triphosphates, which helps in attachment. So the function is prevent hemolysis or the bursting of RBCs. So now let's see the carbohydrates. The carbohydrates are the least in quantity of cell membrane. So only 5% are carbohydrate. So here you can see one exception, that basically where we have seen that 55% are proteins and lipid is 40%. But in nerve cell membrane we can find that 20% protein but 80% lipid. So this is one kind of exception. Okay, that's all.